See, most of us tend to reserve our discipline for what we perceive to be our obligation, things like job, school, etc. But you see, there's nothing that you ever have to do. Everything that you do is a choice. When you tell yourself, "Oh, I have to do this, I should do this," it's a disempowering lie because mother sucker. Of course, there are consequences for what you do and what you don't do. Obviously, that's obvious. You know, if you just stop turning up to work, you probably will lose your job, right? But that doesn't make it any less of a choice. It just means what you're doing, there's a reason for it. Yeah, when you forget why you do what you do, it's easy to get bogged down in the act itself and just kind of like disconnect the act from the true reason why you're doing something. And this can create, you know, anxiety, depression, all sorts of negative emotions simply because you've become disconnected from the reason you're doing something. And so whenever you're doing something, whenever you do something that you don't like to do, remember why you're doing it and then don't disconnect what you're doing with the reason you're doing it for. Yeah, granted, I understand that sometimes you do have to get your hands dirty in order to get them clean. You know, once again, once you realize that your act is never disconnected from your goal, you can learn to appreciate. You can change your perception to ensure that, you know, it serves you, and instead of like struggling doing something, you can actually learn to perhaps enjoy what you do and maybe even tolerate what you do, right? And instead of looking at your job as, you know, something that you do that you hate to do, look at your job as an act of self-sufficiency, the source of your electricity, of your water, of your health. Look at it as your way of serving the people that you serve, whether it be directly or indirectly, because when you start to look at it this way, you can definitely learn to tolerate the hard things that you do, because there's nothing that you have to do, there's nothing that you should do. Everything you do is a choice. And yeah, it's almost as if you do work for yourself, because no, it is because you do work for yourself. You don't work for your manager. No one is making you do anything that you don't want to do. There's consequences, but no one is making you do anything. And this is an empowering perspective to have, the fact that you do work for yourself and everything that you do is your choice. And yeah, this creates a psychological, perhaps subtle shift that you're in control of your life. And this psychological shift has better consequences outside of just what you do. If you can carry that mindset that I'm in control, it's definitely more empowering than, oh, you know. And this obviously has multiple benefits along the road, okay? So you work for yourself, you came here on your own, there's nothing that you have to do, there's nothing that you should do, and anything that you do for a reason, and don't forget the reason why you do it for, and stay in that reason whilst you do what you do, because you work for yourself, okay? You are a sovereign being doing things by choice, okay? Thank you for watching the video. I hope you benefit. If you like the information, if you like the video, if you like the content, make sure to click that subscribe button. I'm healthy, I'm grateful, I'm abundance. I am Philosopher out. Oh, come on.